Hello, hello. Well, here we are again, going to continue the inside of the van. I got to admit, we're getting so close to the end, I can almost smell it. The wet dog, the freshly cut grass, the horses booping in the countryside. I can almost smell it. We're so close to the end. But yeah, there's always something that gets in the way, whether or not it's planning issues, work, or weather. But yeah, we're nearly there, so we're going to carry on.
Yay! I just always look so cheesy.
The first observation I've made is that the driver's side kit is actually a much better fit. Yeah, there's not a lot wrong with that. Definitely a better fit. All right, got to make sure I get the right end caps. Must be these two, because these are the ones poking the right direction. So let's see if these are easier to put on when the van isn't assembled. Sorry, when the rail isn't assembled. Oh, would you look at that? Why didn't I do this before, Kerry?
Problem is, you still got the same situation on the other side though.
I mean, half of a bad situation is better than a
Unless you thread the curtains
bad
now and try
situation.
doing it with the curtains attached and the other curtain dangling.
That's not a bad idea. I could put the curtains, sort of scrunch them up to the middle, just move them around as I'm screwing.
Yeah.
You know, that's so crazy, it just might work. There we go, hard sides on. You know, I don't like this. This is going way too
Don't you dare.
smooth.
Don't. It's going wrong.
Yeah, it's going terrible. My God, what am I ever going to do? Right, as this is going to take some time, I think we need to use the magic of a transition. Okay, through the magic of cinematography and an absence of swearing, this one is installed. You know what? I'm actually kind of annoyed. I'm annoyed because of how easy and well this one went in. This went so easy and well, yet this one's going to be hidden by the furniture. I'm really gutted. That other one was a ball ache and we've marked it and it's going to be in full view. That is not fair.
It's a bit like my carpeting on the wheel arch. The side that's going to be hidden is better than the other side.
Exactly.
It is what it is though.
It's still not fair.
Mm.
I am annoyed. But I'm happy at the same time because it's done. So now the window is done, I can finally start installing my board. So I'm going to pre-mount the screws ready for it to go in the van. I've pre-drilled the holes for this so I don't split any of the wood. Here we go, the moment of truth. So require a little bit of to me to you. There we go. God forbid, I may actually have to do this by hand. I can just get one in though for now. It's a little bit awkward getting the screwdriver in. No, I think I'm gonna have to find a screwdriver and do them by hand.
Fun.
Yes. Not really. Right, as it turned out, the main way we could put that in was with the sliding door down, which meant we had to play a little bit of good old-fashioned twister to get in there. But it's in. Now I can start wiring everything into this board. So be my input hole. Now I got to poke everything through that needs to go through. So we have our 10 amp socket. Can't read my own writing.
That's handy.
Diamond lights, dimmed lights. Panel. USB-A. Pump. Now I've got the fun task of all the wires coming from the back of this panel, putting them into here. Yep, that's my day. So now it's come time to do my high power USB connectors with a USB-A and USB-C on them. I'm going to use bullet connectors for these. So to make sure that once they're done there's no chance of connecting the wrong way around, I shall have the exposed bullet, aka the male, on the positive, and I'll have a female bullet on the negative. So I've already put some heat shrink on the cables ready to go. Now a female crimp on the other side. Beautiful. That's one USB. I'll be using 1.5mm cable for these.
Look how cute he looks.
Carrie's decided to join me with the dogs. We've got Ted down here chewing his bone and Peppy in the little bed all couched up. And Carrie sitting there playing with her phone. While I graft away. The next job we're going to do is put in my sockets. So the top one is going to be the mains hookup. That's my one with the USBs. Let's get a bit of slack on that. So basically this back box goes in. These push across. And this goes in place. And the screws go in. There we go, bit of tension. There we go, nice and tight. As you can see now, the yellow tab's now gripping this side, so it's solid. Now, I'm just going to do up the gland. There we go, that's one. Voila! And that's my inverter one. Right, so now, my mains hookup switch, I'm going to put some ferrules on it, so I can put it into the consumer unit. So again, the earth will be left the longest. These two. About that long. To be fair, I've kind of enjoyed this. But I will admit, sitting here for 4 or 5 hours with my legs apart up against this unit, it makes me realise why Bonnie Blue had to go to the hospital after her infamous stunt. Alright, Carrie's going to do the deed for me. So here we go, Carrie. I'm going to push the cable around the back. That white cable. I need you to feed the 3 bits through the second hole next to the other white cable. No, stop. Right close to you. Right close to your head is.
There.
Yep.
That's far. They won't go any further.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. That's as far as it goes. They won't go. They won't go in.
Did I really cut that too short?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can thread them from this one.
No, that's not good. Did I really cut it too short? I did as well. Oh. I've screwed up. And let that be a lesson to you. Measure twice, cut once. Ah! There we go. After my little oopsie, I've recut the cable 6 inches longer and it fits in the consumer unit nicely. Nice. Off camera, I've had to make a couple of minor changes. I've had to move my smart shunt a little bit to the left so I can add the battery monitoring cable. And I've had to drill an extra hole in my consumer unit to account for the earth cable. And I've had to be on my best behavior because I'm under the watchful eye of my supervisor. See? I have to be careful. So here we are. My furniture is in its final position. It does stick out 1 centimeter at the back further than I would like to put it in, but there's not much I can do about that because of the way I've run the wiring. But for now, I'm trying to figure out where to put my gas box. I've done a bit of umming and ahhing and thinking, and I'm thinking that's the best place for it. I don't want to put it anywhere on this side because it's too close to the wheel arch and there's a lot of infrastructure under there. But under here, which is right in level with that logo in the window, I'm thinking I may put it there because I've got to put a 54mm hole through the chassis for the gas drop vent. So I'm going to go into the van now and drill a pilot hole. It's a little congested under there, but I think that's the best place I can put it. That way I can put a little batten there just to hold my water bottles in place, and I've still got easy access to the actual gas bottle. So here I am under the van. That logo in the window, roughly where when I put the box, if I follow it down, it brings me more or less in line with this nut here holding on my wishbone spring. I'm going to do a very small pilot hole up through here where I think my 54mm hole will go, and I'm hoping it'll come up inside that box. Okay, we have a pilot hole. Let's see when that came out inside. Oddly enough, I saw it go through when I looked back at the video, but I can't find the hole. So I'm going to use something slightly bigger, 4mm, so I can put a proper hole in it. Right, must be able to see it this time, surely. Oh yeah. Would you look at that? And that is almost perfect. All right, now I've pushed it down. I put my gas box more or less in place. There we go, my bottles are nice and snug. My gas box is nice and snug. Now I've just got to drill up through into the gas box. I need some weight on the gas box so I can drill through it. Kerry isn't actually here, so I've stuck the jackery on it. So fingers crossed, that'll allow me to at least mark the gas box with my hole. So when I get my hole saw tomorrow, I can hole saw the van, hole saw the gas box separately, put the vent through, and put some screws into it, into the floor, holding it all in place. Right, as you can see, it didn't quite go through the box, but left enough an indentation where I can finish the hole from the comfort of here. Right, now I can start installing everything into the box. So I drill through these two holes at the back, through the back of this, and I also need to figure out where the hole is here, so I can stick this fitting through here and have the rest of it in the box. Okay, so I'm about halfway through the installation. It's proving to be a little awkward to get to because I've got to mark everything from the inside and it's difficult to drill. However, I have noticed that the instructions lied, basically. I downloaded the instructions off the website for this particular model, and the gear they give is slightly different. So my grommet from leading the gas in from the inside is a lot smaller than the hole they told me to drill. However, I have found that this goes through the hole here quite nicely. So I'm going to mark up and install the regulator here. I'll have to have one compression fitting on the outside, which isn't a huge issue. Ultimately, I am a gas engineer. I am LPG and butane qualified. I also have leisure vehicles on my ticket. Although I don't generally install them that often, I'm more of a maintenance and safety check guy. I will obviously check it and make sure it's safe once it's installed. If you're doing it yourself, I strongly suggest that once you're finished the install, do get it checked over by a competent gas engineer because butane and propane are incredibly dangerous. Also, I see a lot of builds where the bottle is just strapped in under the sink and they don't bother with the gas box. Honestly, I can't tell you how dangerous that is. If you have a self-build like that, you really need to give your head a wobble. That is a great way to die. The thing is, these hoses, these rubber hoses, they have a kind of a limited life, and sooner or later they will crack. And when they crack, they will leak. If you have that leaking inside your van, you might not even know you've got a leak because butane and propane are both heavier than air. So it'll build up at the bottom, like pouring water into a bathtub. Your van can be full of propane or butane up to about knee height before you even have any hint of a smell as you swish it about as you're moving. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it properly, make sure you get it checked by a professional. Ideally get it installed by a professional, but I understand why people don't because it's expensive, but I do recommend getting it checked. My gas box is assembled. I can't install it right now because I have to wait until the hole saw comes tomorrow, but it's more or less assembled. All the holes are drilled, it's ready just to bolt together. I can do that in place because there's plenty of room there. Next on the agenda is to screw down my battery tray. I've stuck all the screws in it and I have my battery straps handy. So I'll figure out where it's going now under the electrical cupboard and I'll screw it into the floor. Then I can move the cupboard out and start making all my final connections. The last thing I've got to do then is figure out exactly where I'm putting my inverter. I'm fairly satisfied with that as a final resting position for my battery. Yep, one battery tray, secure. The next job on the agenda is to thread the battery straps through and put the battery in place. Make sure I get it the right way around. 2 straps. There we go. 1, 2. That is my battery secure. It's a beautiful day, so we thought we'd have a little drink. Cheers, Kerry. Alright, now the battery's in place, I just need to place all the cables so I can do the final connections and move the furniture into place. There we go, now I can slowly move the furniture back into position, pull the cables through and then do the final connections at the other side. Oh no, first things first, I gotta figure out where I'm putting my inverter. Right now I'm fitting the inverter. This doesn't quite meet the space requirements on the sides for cooling, but obviously the fans are blowing down, I've got enough cooling below and above. It should be okay. I've also put spacers under the feet to give more room underneath it to increase the cooling. So, as you can see, I've now fitted the inverter, but saying that, I think I've made a monumental screw up. I'm sitting here staring at this. I've pulled all the cables through from the other side, ready to go, right? This is my cable that comes from my alternator starter battery to run my 12 volt to 12 volt charger. Lo and behold, there's already a cable in there. So I'm sitting here staring at it thinking, where does that go? You know, why would I have a extra cable down here? Why have I got 4 when I need 4? There should be a 5th. I don't know where that cable goes. I don't know what I've done. And I don't know how. I've checked this, double checked it, triple checked it. I don't know what I've done. Where does this go? What mistake have I made? Oh, no, I got it. Yes, I remember. I couldn't fit a fuse at the battery side. So I decided to fit an inline fuse here because I couldn't get the cable through, could I? So that goes in there. Oh, thank God. I remember I added this. I didn't put it on the drawing. Oh, that's such a relief. I really thought I'd made a massive mistake. All right, as you can see, I'm making progress with the final wiring. Note when you're doing the solar switch, this switch actually crosses poles. So where I've got the positive out here, the positive in is in the opposite side. Always bear that in mind when you're doing an isolator of this sort. Okay, this is the moment I've long been anticipating. I decided it'd be a good idea to test some of the electrics before I actually screw the furniture to the van. So here we go. It's all wired in, it's all connected up. The battery's in place and connected up. I've stuck some of the fuses in. I've left a couple of them out for things like, for example, the fan, which isn't connected up yet. So I'm going to risk a direct short. I've done some basic tests with a multimeter just to make sure everything's okay. I've also, because the Victron shunt is already energized, I've already started setting that up. So now the moment of truth. I flick the switch and see what happens. Drum roll, please.
That was really crap.
And it didn't blow up.
Yay!
Excellent.
Oh, that's lit. The question is, will the lights come on?
Yeah, let's test the lights. Yeah, the panels come on. Let's test the lights.
Yeah.
We have lights.
Oh my God, it works.
Yes, we have lights. And they dim.
Nice.
See, I was worried about that because getting to the wiring for these would be a nightmare if I made a mistake. I'd have to take the whole ceiling and the side panels off. Right, switch 1 is the water panel. Switch 2 is the kitchen lights.
This one?
Yes.
No. You sure? Nothing happened.
Well, that's annoying. Well, this is a little confusing. I tested the light and I've got voltage with a switch on. So yeah, I didn't screw up the wiring unless I got the polarity wrong, which is a possibility. There we go. What's it showing?
Nothing.
Is it going to make it
Oh,
right?
there you go. Now it is.
Is it showing?
It's showing 1, 3, 3, 4.
13.
Yeah.
Is there a minus in front of it?
Yeah, minus 13.34.
Minus 13.34. Let's see if I fudged the polarity. They actually have test points on the light. So
That's yeah, that says minus.
there we go.
It was your fuck up, wasn't it? Sorry.
Don't be like that. Right. It turns out the problem is I fudged up the polarity.
Barnacles.
Hmm.
It's not important for now, though.
No, I can live without it for now. At least I know I don't have to pull the furniture out.
Yes.
I may be able to swap it over in the lights at a later date.
Yeah, I think if we put a screw there and a screw there and a screw in the middle, if we don't tighten it too tight and we let it dip a bit, it'll cover the gap and it'll be great.
I mean, that is something I can do because evidently I'm a master at screwing up. Yes.
God.
So now the electrics are all in and working, apart from the part I fudged up. I'm going to crack on with securing the furniture down and the trim. Alright, there's a bit of trim here, which I'm just going to put up because it just makes this joint here look a lot better. Three. That should do. Well, coincidentally, the charge has been on about an hour now, and the battery's already gone up by 2%. It's now at 32%. Power always tastes better when it's free. Yeah, it's charging at about 5 amps. We got about 80 watts coming in from the panel, which is okay considering it's only like a 130 watt panel. Bonus. Okay, I'm looking for places to bracket the furniture. See, I've stuck one up here. The hardest part is finding bits where I know there's metal below the furniture to actually screw to. Also somewhere where I can get my impact in. So the next one is going to go in here. Where'd the screw go? Ah, found my screw. Right, I'm gonna cut this video right there. Basically to fill you in on what's been happening. Last weekend I had an appointment on a Friday, so I had the day off, so I had a 3-day weekend. This weekend was a bank holiday, so I thought, you know what? I'll book the Friday off as well, and that gives me literally 7 whole days to just smash it out. So we've been so busy, and we've got hours and hours and hours of footage. That's why I didn't put a video out this week, is because we're too busy doing the actual van. As you can see, we got the door closed because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but we are so close to being done. So close. I'm going to go through editing the footage. You've seen the first video just now. We'll have another video, maybe one after that, depending how it goes, and that'll be it. It will be done, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
We did all right, actually, didn't we? I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. Considering we've never done one before, we did all right.
Yeah. We've been kind of smashing it out till like 9 o'clock at night, all bank holiday weekend, and we've done great. I gotta be fair, I'm really pleased how it turned out, and I can't wait to show you. So again, if you find our content useful or informative or amusing or anything in between, then please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. What I can say I'm really looking forward to is actually taking you on adventures with us. That I'm really looking forward to. So again, Thank you very much. Goodbye.
See ya.